Bill has had great success growing lucerne pastures. With rotational grazing, he eventually hopes to bring back some of the perennial native grasses which prospered before the arrival of Europeans.
We were always interested in perennial plants because we knew Australia was covered with perennial plants when Europeans came here. So we tried to grow some of the perennial plants were here. We didn't know how to manage them and they disappeared. So we started to imitate these perennial native plants with lucerne. And it's grown really well in this district, and it's made us very profitable. It's deep rooted, it's summer growing, the same as most of our perennial plants were here in Australia. And we planted it very dense originally and become a monoculture, and that wasn't right. So now we've sent it out very sparse, 1 to 3 plants per square metre. And it's very productive at that, and we've still got very productive stands that were sown in 1974 after the aphid. They're still just as productive as the newer stands. The roots of the lucerne plant is very similar to these perennial plants. We've dug a hole down 12'6" and they were still as big as my little finger after 3 years. So I believe that some of these lucerne plants will be going down at least 60 feet. And we're not just farming 18 inches, which annuals farm, we're farming 60 feet of the soil profile. So, you know, that's much more productive. We had a drought in '82 that was only 5 inches of rain, so it really made a mess of the country. But we still kept our rotation grazing going, and the sheep were actually, people say that you're going to graze the crown out of lucerne. That's a complete fallacy, because our sheep were grazing down, actually they were digging down with their hooves and ring barking the plant, but we weren't concerned about that because we've seen it happen before. But they were still only on there for a week and then they were off for 7. And even that 7 weeks when it was a drought, it still grew a little bit of top. But when it rained in March, it just bounced away, and in 3 weeks' time we had lucerne 9 inches high. It was unbelievable how it bounced away after the drought. As we bought new properties, we have continued putting lucerne in them, but that's a quicker return than waiting for the perennial native pastures to come back. But those perennial native pastures are coming back very rapidly, and I think lucerne won't be part of the system in another 10 or 15 years' time.